Okay, so get this. Mystics rookie Sonia Citron, she's totally boosting her ROI stock after outshining Wings Paige Bueckers. On a night that could, I don't know, shift the whole WNBA Rookie of the Year convo, Washington Mystics rookie Sonia Citron totally delivered a standout performance against Dallas Wings star Paige Bueckers. Citron finished with 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, more points, rebounds, and assists than Paige, all while shooting at a higher percentage from the field in the Mystics. 91-78. Win over the Wings. The showing extended her streak of double-figure scoring games to 8, further solidifying her place as one of the most consistent first-year players in the league. The matchup carried a natural storyline. Paige entered the game as the frontrunner for Rookie of the Year, praised for her scoring touch and playmaking ability. Citroen, though less hyped, had been quietly building a strong case through efficient all-around play. From the opening tip, Citroen played with poise and confidence. She knocked down shots in rhythm, found teammates in scoring positions, and battled for rebounds against bigger opponents. Every possession seemed to matter, and her energy was contagious. This wasn't an isolated performance. Earlier this season, Citroen erupted for a career-high 27 points and 11 rebounds in an overtime win over the Wings, sealing the victory with a clutch three-pointer in the final seconds. A few nights ago, she finished with 26 points on 9 of 12 shooting against the Lynx, showcasing her ability to sustain high-level play. In her third matchup against Dallas this time, she blended scoring efficiency with hustle. Her higher shooting percentage compared to Paige wasn't just a number. It was the result of smart shot selection and excellent timing. She attacked the right gaps, took advantage of mismatches, and stayed locked in defensively. For the Mystics, her consistency has been a steadying force in a season centered on youth and development. Citroen, along with fellow rookie Kiki, has been given the freedom to learn through experience, while still being asked to produce. That's no small task, yet she has handled it with maturity. Her 8 straight games in double figures speak to her reliability. Even on nights when the team struggles, Citroen finds ways to make an impact, whether through scoring, passing, or rebounding. That versatility has made her invaluable to a rebuilding Mystics squad. Paige still leads rookies in several major categories and remains the statistical favorite for Rookie of the Year. But Citroen's recent performances, especially in head-to-head moments like this, are narrowing the gap. She's proving that the award. But, okay, so one game doesn't totally decide Rookie of the Year, but some games, they totally leave a lasting impression, you know? And Citroen's latest performance totally did just that. I mean, she went toe-to-toe with the most talked about rookie in the entire league, and totally came out ahead. Okay, so the Rookie of the Year race, totally not over yet. Sonia Citron is seriously making a late season surge, especially with her squad fighting for a playoff spot. Also, get this, her efficiency is hovering over Paige Bueckers. If Paige wins, it's not gonna be unanimous like it was once looking. Paige, came into Sunday's game putting up 18.6 points, 5.4 assists, and 4.1 rebounds per game. She's having one of the best rookie seasons in recent memory, and she'll almost certainly claim the Rookie of the Year award this year. But Bueckers' success hasn't exactly translated to wins for the Wings. Open Dallas dropped to 8-24 on the season with Sunday's loss, and the Wings are sitting in 12th place in the WNBA standings. Still, the Wings have shown some improvement this season, as they're just a win away from matching last year's win total. If Bueckers keeps progressing, she could totally have Dallas competing in the playoffs in no time.
Oh no!
Okay, let's see what Paige Bueckers said after the game.
Paige, you saw you grabbing at your back a couple of times. Obviously, it was a pretty physical game. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling all right. Yeah, good enough to play. I'm not gonna make any excuses, so I'm feeling all right.
Maddie, just what were some of the things that you saw that weren't sustained from the first half, since it was a strong half, that contributed to the second half being a big advantage for Washington?
I think defensively, we just weren't very good in the second half at all. And, they're a good team. We can't give them wide open looks, wide open slips. And I think, we just did a poor job all the way around there.
Paige, I know Grace's scoring wasn't quite there yet, but it seems like she feels a lot more comfortable setting up the offense alongside you. Just what did you see from her today?
Yeah, she's just getting more comfortable and confident in the offense and getting us organized. She just plays with the effort that you really can't teach. So she just makes a positive impact on the basketball game, regardless of made or missed shots.
Maddie, there were, I think, 18 fouls called in the third quarter alone. 50 free throw shot, more than 50 free throws, more than 50 shots in the game. How hard is it to play in a game that can be that disjointed because of the whistles?
Yeah, I mean, I think, both ways, I don't want to get fined. Both ways, I think, they called us a ton of fouls, and it's obviously, it's hard to get into a flow like that, and, we made a lot of our free throws, but just being able to take advantage and not getting as frustrated, I thought we let it affect us a little bit too much, and it's sometimes they're going to make tough calls that don't go your way, and it's, we just have to be able to move on from that.
Maddie, so there was, by my count, 2 minute 37 seconds where you did draw Lucy as the defensive assignment. What was that like for you personally and professionally?
Oh, I mean, it's definitely cool being able to play with her. I mean, I was trying to get the post up on the other end. I was trying to take advantage of her size on the other side, but I'm very happy for her. Obviously, covering a rollout in DC, but she's a great player. She's going to continue to get better every day.
A lot of times in games, y'all have been right there. What do you think it will take to just close that gap?
Just being about action. Not words, we know what to do. So just doing it.
On the pick and roll, when the point guards are bringing the ball down the court, when the post rolls, there seems to be a hesitation in beating the post. Can you talk about Paige? Can you talk a little bit about that and why sometimes there's a hesitation as opposed to just hitting that post, and then if they get caught or get guarded, they kick it back out. Can you speak on that a little bit on that pick and roll?
Yeah, I don't think there's any hesitation. Personally, they trap me, so I probably hit the roll almost every time, and we're comfortable making that pass to the post and playing to that advantage, so I don't think there's any hesitation.
Paige, being the #1 draft pick comes with unique pressure. How do you manage those expectations?
Basically by not paying attention to any other expectations that people put on me and just trying to be the best version of myself I can be for my team every single day.
Do you got, to both of the players, do you think that the team is executing the game plan effectively? And if not, where are the breakdowns?
I don't think so, or else I think we'd have a lot more wins. I just think as a group, just has to be more consistent both sides of the ball. You're not always going to shoot well, but you got to be consistent defensively, and then it's you got to be confident enough to take the next shot. So it's you might miss a layup, you might miss a three, and it's your teammates are working so hard to get you that next one. So it's you just got to step into it confident.
Paige, you always go back to your faith during hard times and ups and downs of sports. There's deeper things in life, and you always mention that. What does that mean to you? How does that get you through those times?
I feel on the other side of a hard time is a really big blessing. So continuing to keep that faith, it's easy to believe in God and think all things are well when you're coming off a national championship and you're winning games, you have a winning record, but how are you and how is your character when you have a losing record? And so to remain the same and steadfast in your faith is something that I try to embody.
So the third quarter has seemed to be throwing in the guy's side for the majority of the year. When coming out of halftime, is it lack of energy? Is it lack of communication? Is there anything that you kind of put a finger on when that happens?
I think we just got to come out with a more intensity about us and don't take our foot up off the gas and play an entire 40 minutes.
DJ on the Zoom.
Question for Paige. You just talked about leadership throughout the season. I wanted to know what's your message to this team during the final month of the regular season, and personally, what's one area you want to sharpen to help Dallas end on a high note?
I mean, there's only so much we can talk about. I think we've had these conversations almost after every game, so right now it's all about action, and I think that is a place I can be better at in setting the tone.
Rob, go ahead.
Rob Jansen from the Podium Finish. I got two quick questions for each of you. First, Paige, despite the tough result tonight against Washington, the Wings have shown potential in each game. So, from your perspective, how important is it for the team to keep focus on the big picture? And how do you use your voice to galvanize your teammates? And for Maddie, coming off the bench with a great game again, how do you look to set the tone personally and help the team push through these challenging times?
Coach, what? Yeah, I mean, I think we all are frustrated with losing. So to continue to stay together through the tough times, and just, I mean, like I said before, we talked about it enough. I think we just need to put action behind our words.
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Certainly. As a catalyst off the bench, how do you look to try to set the tone personally and help this team go through these challenging times?
I think just for me, like coming off injury, I just wanted to make sure I was better than I was before. Just more intentional. Just wanted to play, consistent every single night, whether that's, you're coming off the bench, you're starting. I just want to be able to be someone that we can consistently rely on both sides of the ball. And if that's coming off the bench, just being that spark, whatever we need, and just trying to get as many extra possessions for our team as possible.
Okay. For Maddie, I know it was a tough ending to the game, but you guys started really well. What can you take away from that start you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've shown in spurts that we can, play very, very well. We can, on both sides. Defensively, we can be really disruptive and, get out in transition. And then offensively, we can really move the ball, side to side and generate some really open looks. So I think, that's a positive, like Paige said. Like, it's tough to see the positives, right, when you're in it. But we just got to look to get over the hump.
Awesome.
Paige, how have your teammates and coaches supported you in navigating the demands of the league this year?
They just welcomed me with open arms and just embraced who I am, and allowed me to be me and confident in myself, and instilling confidence within me. So to be able to feel comfortable in who I am and in using my voice is something they helped me a lot with. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so, Paige looks sad, but she's, still totally shining, And she's, revealing the mindset behind her success, which is, so her. She said she's feeling fine, even though her back is, a total pain. And she praised Grace for, growing confidence in running the offense. She stressed focusing on action over, words, blocking out outside expectations, and relying on her faith during tough times. Paige also noted the team is comfortable feeding the post, which is, major, and they must stay together, even when they're, frustrated with the officiating and losses. Maddie Segrist admitted the defense faltered in the second half, giving Washington open looks. She said the frequent fouls disrupted the game flow, and the team needs to, move past the bad calls. Coming off the bench, her goal is to be a consistent two-way contributor and spark the team. She acknowledged the Wings have shown strong stretches, but they must get over the hump to, close games, which is, the hardest part, right? Coach Chris thinks the team plays well in spurts but struggles to maintain consistency for all 40 minutes, often losing pace when taking the ball out after made baskets. Washington capitalized on points in the paint and turnovers, with, a lot of Dallas's issues being self-inflicted. Missed layups, lapses in defense, Overall, the Wings believe they have talent and flashes of high-level play, but need to turn words into action, sustain defensive intensity, and handle adversity better to translate close games into wins, which, duh. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I, appreciate you checking this out. As always, smash the like button and subscribe.